Hello friends, once again I want to welcome you in a very special way to our presentation of today. We are continuing with the family life and marriage episodes, and so far we are in episode 8, part C of episode 8. Part A, we touched on 10 commandments of a wife. Part B, we touched on the 10 commandments of a husband. And in our part C, today we are going to consider the 10 commandments or commandments for a successful marriage. Commandments for a successful marriage. It's good for me to mention this that every marriage wants to succeed. Apart from satisfaction, every marriage wants to succeed. And someone by the name of Judge Joseph framed these particular commandments, 10 of them, for a successful marriage. And I want us to look at them keenly, and I want to believe that they are going to be a blessing to you who is already in marriage and to anyone who is contemplating to joining marriage or to get married. Now, according to Judge Joseph, he says that these 10 commandments, if well followed, he predicts that they can prevent at least 90% of marital problems or issues. Therefore, I want us to walk through together these 10 commandments of a successful marriage. Most welcome, Counselor Pastor James Omari. Welcome. Commandment number one is bear and forbear. There is need for bearing one another and forbearing one another. In case of any issues, any problems, any troubles, one partner has an issue, there is that it calls for bearing one another's burden. Just like a beautiful song that says, we are happy to share, happy to bear one another's burden, the same way with the marriage life. Number two, work together, play together, and grow up together. That is commandment number 2 for a successful marriage, where people work together. There is no secrets about their success. They work together. It is a teamwork. Both partners are involved. Playing together. Yeah. Time for fun. Finding time to have fun. Playing together. You can decide, you can choose which kind of games you can play together and then grow up together. Not one growing more than the other, it's about growing together. Commandment number 3, avoid little quarrels. Very important. Avoid little quarrels. And the big ones, the big quarrels, will take care of themselves. So avoid the little quarrels. Commandment number 4 says compromise. Compromise is where you give and take. You give and take. Okay? Compromise, someone said that compromise is the antitoxin of divorce, where you give and take. It is not a win-lose situation. In marriage, it's about win-win. Both of partners should feel that they have given and they have taken. So there should be that kind of compromise. Commandment number 5, practice sympathy, good humor, and mutual understanding. Sympathy. Sympathizing with one another, feeling with the other person or for the other person. Good humor, having a sense of humor. Well, there's time for seriousness and there's time to create humor and an atmosphere that is joyous. Actually, the Bible also records that a merry heart is medicine to your bone. So, mutual understanding as well. Be able to understand each other. Commandment number 6 is don't grumble before breakfast or after it. This is the very first meal of the day. So it's good to avoid grumbling, things that can upset you during that breakfast moment or even after it. Commandment number 7, respect your in-laws, but don't criticize them or don't take criticism from them. There is need to respect the in-laws. These are the people who have contributed towards bringing up your partner. And even if it was maybe a relative or maybe just someone who was taking care, a guardian, it's good to respect them. Respect is important. As we saw in the story of Isaac, yeah, When we were looking at the 10 commandments of a wife and a husband, we saw that element of respecting the in-laws. Commandment number 8, establish your own home. Even in a one-room accommodation, you need to establish your own home together. We saw it that the two shall leave their parents and be joined together. So you need to establish your own home. I can say this, there is no manual that you are given when you marry that this is how you should form your home. What is there is the guide, and the Bible becomes the best guide, and other books, other authors have written other elements that can be able to help you to establish your home. But the point here is you need to work together to establish your own home. Number 9, commandment number 9, very important, because crisis will always be there in the homes. Conflict will always arise. Number 9 says, fight for each other, but not with each other. Don't fight with each other, but you need to fight for each other. In other words, stand for one another. Even when there is problem, either external or internal, you need to be there for one another. Commandment number 10, build your home on trust in and obedience to Christ, with love and forgiveness as the watchword. So there's need to build your home on trust. In who? Christ, and obedience to Christ. Because we saw that Christ is the author, is the author of marriage. And of course, if we can finish with this verse that I want to bless you with, Psalms 127. Actually, this verse, we started claiming it with my wife way back when we were still courting. This was a key text. I can say this was our relationship text, Psalms 127, the very first verse. The Bible says that if the Lord does not build, the builders build in vain. If the Lord does not watch, those who watch, they watch in vain. If God does not build your home, friends, it is in vain that you are building that home. So for a successful marriage, you need to allow God. Let me read this version. It says this: if it is not the Lord who builds a house, the builders are wasting their time. If it is not the Lord who watches over the city, the guards are wasting their time. So I want to call upon my listener, my viewer, that allow God, allow the great builder, the great creator of family and marriage to also build your home. May the good Lord bless you. The next series, episode 9, it is a special dedication Thursday, where we'll be looking at breakups and ending healthy. There is no need of dying or killing yourself, suicide, because of a breakup. We will look at how to end it healthy and remain healthy. May the good Lord bless you as we continue walking together in this journey of family life and marriage episodes. God bless you. See you as we continue in our next episode.